So yeah, we're gonna get into the first topic that we're gonna be discussing today about
Yes.
football and basically two
Premier
topics.
League's back.
Premier League's back, as everyone knows, but talking about should it be back on a coronavirus kind of front, and also do we think that the FA is going to continue the Black Lives Matter movement, and for how long do we think it's going to run? Who wants to start? Who wants to start talking about this on a coronavirus front?
Corona is done now. Haven't you heard? Done.
Yeah, that's one thing. Apparently, yeah.
Damn.
Ain't no corona no more, guys.
No, but I think if there's an institution that can deal with that type of thing, obviously with the resources that the Premier League have, with due to how they can test, etc., they are one of the institutions that we can say that can kind of deal with that threat if they want sport to carry on. So if they can deal with it, then I say, yeah, man, like bring. Obviously, it's back now, but I wasn't opposed to it not coming back, if you know what I mean. Like,
do you know what I think is dumb though? All the subs sitting apart when they're gonna play on the pitch. I don't get that. Yeah. Can someone explain that shit to me? Am I being?
It's meant to in social distancing, isn't it? But
but they're gonna play a match.
To keep up appearances, man.
Yeah, it's keeping up appearances. It's just. To show people that we're still trying to social distance and we're doing the best.
They're playing on the field, bro. They're gonna
in the balls and everything, bro. They're doing a mazine.
They're going in, bro.
It kind of makes
you're doing right. I think
for me, in the sense that I feel like, of course, like you said, they're gonna just have to show a front to a lot of the fans which are watching on TV and whatnot. But I think there's still that risk where they've actually they could still contract it throughout.
Yeah, but they can risk that on the pitch though.
They might take on the bus together.
Why is it any different on the bench than the pitch?
Anyways, this is just them sitting down, innit? Sitting down it's completely different to when you're on the football pitch, innit? It's movement.
Yeah, when you're on the pitch, you're breathing, you're sweating.
For me, I don't think it's the person that started.
I think there's as much risk on the pitch, bro.
I don't think the Prem should have started, knowing to the fact that even today, after the first match happening, the first couple of matches happening yesterday, they've still got one person in who's been tested in the Premier League that has coronavirus, and they're still running the whole thing. And for me, when I saw
that, mention who that person is.
Nah, they can't.
Nah, they never.
They
didn't release it.
They didn't release
my man at home.
But I mean, the thing is, he's already around the vicinity of the whatever club he's at. You know what I mean?
It's all right, man. They're separated on the bench. It's fine, man. they're keeping social distance on the bench. It's calm, bro.
What's even funny about that is, as you said, when it's funny because they enforce that, but then when these men are marking each other at corners, bro, bare breath, bare sweat.
Hey, that don't make sense, bro. Fam, you're running, you're out of breath, bare fluids are coming out, bro. Definitely not.
When they're in the mix, them men are practically lips in each other, bro.
I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go there.
That's how close they are. Though.
I don't know what type of ball you've been playing, bro. Never kick a ball like that, bro.
I don't know what kind of training drills you man are doing at Man City, bro.
He's watching a whole different kind of football, boy.
My bad.
When you go to goals, you grab cheeks as well, fam.
I retract the statement. Still.
All I know is that weren't shown on Sky Sports, boy. That was a next channel right there, boy.
Maybe that was after hours, bro. Past Watershed or something, bro. But we ain't got the same
Sky Sports. Is that what happens at Sky Sports after Watershed?
Yeah. Hey, I ain't got that package, Maggie.
For real.
My bad.
But you know what? In all honesty, the Premier League coming back was due to happen, considering what Bundesliga had come back for like a month or something. So whatever, like the Bundesliga, I don't care, bro.
I call Bundesliga,
bro.
Bundesliga.
I don't even care about no ball like that. Either way, that might have been back for like a month at least. So there's no excuse for the Premier League.
That was their trial. They can look over there and see if they
pretty much.
And because there's been no big story, of course they're gonna start. Of course they are.
Yeah.
The thing is, the reality is, what were they waiting for? Like, in the sense that, like, okay, Corona's not just gonna end like tomorrow. Corona's gonna go on probably for at least another year. Like, they're gonna have to get it underway. Like, find a way to accommodate it. It can't just be we're not doing it for the foreseeable future. Eventually,
and it's crazy though. Does that mean like if coronavirus is still lingering in terms of like when the next season starts over and it's still no big social outings and does that mean football the next season is going to be played behind closed doors?
Yep.
it could be.
Because realistically, if the NBA is going to start next season as well, they're not going to be playing in. They're going to be playing indoors.
To be honest, Corona ain't just going to disappear, fam.
It's
not. The only way they're going to be confident is if they start to vaccine everyone.
Yep.
That's the only way that's going to happen.
Trust me.
And not people are going to take the vaccine, bro. So it's not going to go. It's going to be something that's just there, bro.
But there's going to be that one dumb fan that tries to go into a stadium and says, I had coronavirus 4 weeks ago. And
but of course. But I mean, I feel like if you keep thinking, you're going to have to risk it at one point, innit? Like there's never going to be a point where they can start it and there's no risk. That's what I'm saying.
Bro, there's never going to be a perfect time. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Never going to be a perfect time.
Like these facilities have the money to kind of deal with that. Like you don't have to understand that when it comes to testing, like when it comes to like the Prem, like they look at the way they've been testing vigorously, like they can build science to sustain it. Same with NBA. I don't know about NFL, but yeah, we go on, Ranks.
I was gonna say, well, when it comes to like business, that's what it is. They're just looking at the money, man. So especially the fact that if they keep pushing it back, obviously there's loads of competitions that's supposed to be even that got pushed back, like the Euros, Olympics. If they keep pushing it back, Champions League as well, having all games and eventually get to next summer where they're having the Olympics and Euros, it's just not going to make sense, bro. So that's why they're going to just have to push it in and do what they're doing, which is restarting the thing.
Yeah,
which is unfortunate. But obviously, they've still got people like who is it? Troy Deeney. Troy Deeney is already saying that he's not even trying to come back. So it's either that or your bank balance is going to be taking huge loss. But I mean, it's what you sign up to. If you want to take the risk, or you want to actually think about your family, man. That's what it comes down to.
Deeney's nearing retirement age anyway. I swear. No.
Right. I don't think he's that old.
Man's looking at me like I'm mad. He's definitely touching. He's
still about still.
Man's got a family.
He might be. Yeah, he might be right still. He might be still.
What's that?
I'll be honest, I personally wanted to see the league cancelled just so Liverpool don't get to lift it. But that's my own personal opinion.
100.
I'm 100. I'll be honest, if there's one silver lining I can take from this year is when they lift the trophy, there's going to be no fans, no atmosphere, no nothing, bro. It's quiet. That's what I want, fam. No celebration, nothing.
You man are underestimating Liverpool fans. You think them man care about coronavirus after 30 years of waiting for the league? Them man are saying
I know they'll be celebrating, but I'm saying inside the stadium there's no atmosphere.
Listen, there's going to be something to stop it, bro. There's going to be another thing to stop it. I'm 100% sure. They're cursed, bro.
World War III, fam.
No, they are cursed. We have to look at Liverpool.
It's through my man pissing on the goalpost, bro. He cursed the club, bro. Who was the goalie?
Yeah, man. Bruce Grobbler.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Man pissed up a goal, that's mad.
Yeah, that was
Zim's greatest ever goal.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Tevin Rangi, you should be repping that.
Zim's greatest ever goal.
You get me? Yeah.
Famous for pissing in the goal. Wow.
No. He was wavy, but he did more than that. Come on.
Recent give him his due, but.
No, when Gerrard slipped, that's when I knew it was good. This isn't. Yeah,
I could watch that on repeat, man.
Yeah, I said.
Anytime I'm having a bad day, just fling it on, bro.
him or John Terry slipping for the penalty, innit?
Oh, that's beautiful as well.
That was bang.
Yeah.
How did you feel about John Terry taking a knee, bro?
I thought that's the most performative bullshit ever.
Yep.
He's not the only one. There's a lot of the man.
Nah, there's a lot of man. Don't get it twisted. There's a lot of man, but John Terry, like, you know what? It's like seeing Suarez take a knee, and even when Liverpool did,
Suarez did.
But it's just, bro. It's like, bro, we know you don't care, fam. We know you don't care. We know, like, it's not even. Does he not? Like, we know, bro.
Times, enough people are doing all this stuff because it's protection. Because if they're seen to be not doing it, it's peak, bro.
But we know it's not like we don't know Terry's racist. He actually said racist things, and it's been
we saw it on TV. We saw it in the game.
For the sake of political correctness, allegedly a racist.
So what are we saying? We Are we cancelling Ashley Cole in the sense of him backing?
Well, why are we cancelling Ashley Cole?
Because he backed him, no, and he was just
cancel all
guilty.
Cancel
the whole Liverpool team as well for backing Suarez as well.
I can't even lie.
You know the maddest thing about that. The maddest thing about that, I was watching Brendan Rodgers today talk about Leicester, and they're still contemplating them if they're going to take the knee or not. And I was like, hold on, wasn't this guy the same manager when Suarez did a madness to Evra?
Yeah, he was.
What kind of mentality is he bringing to Leicester, fam?
It's a good shout. I didn't even know that.
Bro, indeed, he's going to be clamping man in training and booting a ball in man's head and that, fam. Nah, Leicester are moving mad if they don't do it.
Man, a joke, man, fam. But yeah, man, I think, yeah, man, I'll be honest, yeah, it was nice to see FIFA, and no, not FIFA. It was nice to see the FA Black Lives Matter for this period of games. But I genuinely, like, we're asking the question now, how long do we think that this is going to go on for? How long is the Black Lives Matter thing going to go on for? I genuinely feel like it's only going to be to the end of this season. However many games there are left, then it's going to be like, that's done. And what's even crazier about that is I'm not even saying that with conviction to say it'll be till the end of the season. I feel like, one, which is crazy, some people have really started complaining, saying, rah, we weren't allowed to wear poppies, but it's Black Lives Matter, what happened to no politics, and it's like, rah, like, what? Like, people do wear poppies on football shirts and all them other things, but like I said, the backlash.
Imagine some of the fans in that stadium, the racist fans, and they're seeing Black Lives Matter on those shirts.
Exactly.
Bro, we know it's going to be
which is crazy. Which is absolutely, yeah, man. I just think, yeah, it would be nice if they extended it, but I genuinely, like Dan said in pre-production, Black Lives Matter is flavor of the month right now, man. You know what I mean? It's one of those, let's say it, because if we don't say it, it's going to be a problem. But once everybody's going to be dying down and moving on, I think they'll just move on with everybody else, man.
But see, that's why it's up to us, man, to just keep that shit going, man.
Definitely.
Exactly.
Because we know, like you said, it's performative, innit? Like, bro, their man are doing it just to do a performance and just to look a certain way. They don't really care. Like I said,
you know what? And on top of that, you have to think, like, with the FA, football in racism in football, has been going on since time. My thing is, it goes back to what we were saying about the Blackout Tuesday thing. You lot have had ample opportunities to deal with racism, hand out proper punishment, employ black people to your board. You haven't done it. Like, we've seen how man then will get a tap on the wrist when racism happens, and nothing happens. So, bruv, we know like you said, it's a gimmick.
I definitely agree with like what you're saying as well. You made me remember something I had from another conversation. I think from now moving on forward, now you've made people kneel. You've had Black Lives Matter on the back of your shirts. You got it on the jerseys. It's in the stadiums. If somebody complains about racism, bruv, you got to start deducting points. You got to come down heavy. It's no more t-shirts and equality signs around the stadium. Man. No, bruv. If you did something, you got to be convicted now, man. But we'll see what they do.
They put someone in the FA now, which is of a BAME background. But he's black.
What does that mean? What race are they?
He's black. They put him in the FA. I saw the interview. I saw this morning. He was talking about how he wants to implement change and make sure people are not getting just a slap on the face and a couple of fines.
These companies need to realize that tokens aren't enough, bruv. I don't having one black person there to try and change everything is not happening. This is what all companies do. All of them do that. One little token and they think everyone's going to be like, you employed a black person. Yay.
That's it. Daniel's so right. Like, they'll shout diversity. But the higher there's snow at the top of the mountain, bruv. The higher you get to the mountain, there's just more white it is. So it's like you're saying, we've employed this guy. It's like, bro, we need a board of black people to deal with these issues. Like, you can't keep on coming with we've tried the tokenism thing. Clearly, it's not been working, especially in football. Like, it's not been working. So,
and it's even we need action. How much power would that one person really have?
It's just not
like, how much power
hiring.
Really giving?
All it is hiring one black person shouldn't be applauded.
Yeah.
Why is that? That's not a big win. That's not a big win, bro. Unless you're talking about prime minister, that's not a big win, cuz.
Yeah, it's true.
Or top of the company, CEO. Like, it's not a big win otherwise. Because if you have 10 directors and one of them are black, how much influence is he gonna have?
That's right.
Very true.
Let's be real. Like, on these important issues, like, it's not gonna happen. So I can't rate that. I don't really care until I see proper change. And like Dwain said, and Tevin said, proper fines coming in when there's racist behavior and proper bans. What did Suarez get? 8 games.
8 games or whatever. And it's don't get me wrong, that's the type of joints that should be happening. But I'm even talking about, like,
I would say season about 8 games.
No. I hear you. But you see what with the the Chelsea game when the fans were behind Raheem Sterling shouting, "Black card." like that, you must, they might have bad for it. Nah, bro, deduct some points, fam. I guarantee you, they talk about this. You start deducting points, bro. Everybody gonna start slapping people in the stands when they start doing that shit, like, bro. Some man take it seriously, you know.
I agree.
Well, I heard a relegation team or something where it's like, oh man, if we duck points, you're relegated. Imagine you're the fan that got your club relegated because you said something. It wasn't even because of
some racist shit.
Especially up north or something. If you live up north or something, they'll catch you and your kids or something, bro. You know what I mean? They won't let you rest.
Nah. No, do you know what I even thought about that?
Them serious football ends, bruv. Serious up north and that, like Grimsby and them.
Them Man United fans went outside Woodward's house when they weren't happy, bro. Them man take football seriously.
Nah, trust. But do you know what? Another thing that I was talking about that's performative is, I don't know if it's happened on PS4 as well, but on Xbox, EA Sports or FIFA have now put the little square thing when you jump in the game says Black Lives Matter. That's it. The man said, that's it. Run that. That's it. There's nothing more. When you see the difference between games like 2K, when they're giving out free kits for you to wear that say Black Lives Matter, they're doing X, Y, Z.
EA just did it because everyone else did it.
EA don't give a shit. EA don't care, man. They just say,
two shits.
But they what's it called? You know that meme where the guy's got money in his hand, just like, here you go, Black Lives Matter. Take that, keep it moving.
Yeah, but that's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem when you just have a team of obviously the white people in the boardrooms, and you get the one black guy who try to push agendas, and they were like, look, it's Malcolm again, whiling, trying to get him to push his agendas. That's what they do, and then they shut him down, and it just never runs, man. This is why you need to get more. You need to be hiring at least 5, 6 people.
Yeah,
obviously. That can also just obviously put more push, because at the end of the day, there's strength in numbers. So we need numbers.
Let me ask you a question then. What do you think is next for the immediate future of that movement as it regards to the Premier League? Like, what's the next thing they need to do or implement, or do you know what I'm saying, to make a change? Like, if you're saying they're likely to do it up to the end of the season, what's going to be like next season? Like sanctions? What do you think?
Harsher sanctions, like we said, bro.
I think personally,
if there's I'm saying, sorry, just quickly, if there's a confirmed racist incident, whole season ban. I don't give a damn. Whole season. Yes. 100.
Yeah.
And points deduction as well.
Yeah.
Bruv, because 8 games is a minor.
I think, listen, I'm here for the sanctions, but I think that points deduction thing, I think that's only going to work if it's the players, like, it's like a ratio. I think if it's the fans, I hear some people
both.
Even the
one
fans.
of my fans
No, we need to make a statement, bro. Even the fans, if your fans are caught doing fuckery, because that fan supports Chelsea, all of Chelsea is catching the punishment.
I'm here if it's Chelsea. I'm here if it's Chelsea because Chelsea.
Anyone, bro.
Generally speaking,
anyone. If you support that club and you're at the stadium saying you black this, you black that, the whole club is catching bullets, bro. Everyone. 6 points.
I personally want to see the whole Black Lives Matter movement after the whole coronavirus, in the sense that when there's fans in the stadium, I want to see that. I want to see how the fans react, because that's when you'll see. We know.
Listen,
as never. Hold on, hear me out. We know how they're gonna react, but I want to see it in the sense that it's not just a publicity stunt.
Again, but it's even if they do it when fans are there, it's still a publicity stunt and it's still performative. Yeah. Like, it's cool, it's a good visual thing, but we need to see action, bro. We need to see action, because all they'll do it once when the fans are there. They're not going to do that every game, bro. It's impossible.
No. I don't think. I don't
so
know.
I'm saying it's pointless doing it again. I think it's pointless doing it again. I think the sanctions have to come in.
But if you think about it,
they need to get people get to higher places, bro.
If you look at it from a perspective, like, let's say you're.
Sorry, go on, Wegz. Go on.
If you look at it, let's say you're, I don't know, a random team. Let's say Aston Villa or I don't know, Wigan or something like that. Yeah, and you see your star player doing that, and you're a young kid. Yeah, hold on, hear me out. That you're a young kid and you're like, okay, cool. I'm a 6-year-old now, and they look at their idol like, oh, what is this? What's this about? And then they grow up in their future. That might change things in the future for that kid if they experience someone that they idolize to do that. So that, I think in that mindset, that's what I was thinking. In the fact that they should do it when the fans.
There's been bare black idols, bro, and nothing's changed, fam. That parents at the end of the day, parents have the biggest influence regardless, bro.
100%.
And even with that story, that's a small scale thing. That's not going to be everyone.
Oh yeah, that's not. But it's a.
You gotta just action, bro. People are gonna be racist. They're gonna be racist. If they know that they're gonna get that punishment for it, they'll stop. Players need to start walking off the Ross Clark pitch when they're flipping.
That's one. Yeah, they definitely.
Bro, stop playing. And if it keeps happening, black players start their own league. Just hire some pitches and start their own league. I'll watch that instead. Fuck the Premier League.
Man's on that Kyrie Irving wave.
Yeah. I did hear that actually. I forgot that. Yeah.
Do you know what? No. The craziest thing is, like, people don't realize the power in that, though. Like, realistically, if black players start being like, you know, I'm not playing, or we're going to do this, or we're just going to stop, it would change the game. It definitely would change the game, man.
100%.
And yeah, I think walking off the field. Yeah, that's another thing. There should be no punishments or any discussion about walking off the field anymore. If a player is racially abused, it should literally be like a player has to now go to the referee and say, "Listen, I've heard this, that, the other, blah blah blah." And if he says, "Oh, well, let's slide once," I'm like, "All right, cool. You didn't hear it, but I'm telling you now that it's happened." Then it should be, them ones. Now it's happened. I'm walking off. I'm coming off the field. I'm not 100%. Giving them another chance. Yeah, I'm just, and it shouldn't be any controversy.
And we would see what all of you white dons on the pitch that were wearing Black Lives Matter. If you're really about it, you're walking off with me, cuz man, you're not just wearing that top. We're all walking off together. If you're really about it, you're wearing the shirt, you're coming off the pitch as well. Otherwise,
Harry Kane ain't coming off.
No way.
Like, these people's teams need to stop encouraging them or guilting them to stay on the field. Like, that's another thing that needs to stop happening. I've heard that happen from their footballers saying, like, "Oh, you know, I wanted to walk off." And you even see it on the pitch, the teammates are like, "Nah, don't fight it. Let's beat them on the pitch." It's like, nah, this is so much bigger than football. It's unbelievable.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? There shouldn't even
the words
be
out my mouth, bro.
Like, that's only in Italy, though, fam. That I haven't seen an incident in the UK that's happened and players have said, "Oh, stay on the pitch."
Bro, just because you ain't seen it, bro.
No, but as in a wild scale. But in the Premier League, I've never seen that.
In Premier League, it's probably a whisper in the ear. That's why.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Now, remember, even the North London derby last season when Tottenham fan threw a flipping banana on the pitch and Aubameyang scored a penalty. Bro, mad things are happening, you know. Like, imagine in 2019, that happened. That happened to, obviously we don't speak about his name innit, but that happened to that coon John Barnes back in the day as well. Obviously we don't like to speak on him, but it happened to him innit. Tevin, you can turn your head, the guy's a coon, bro. It is what it is. The game is the game.
He's a clown.
No, he is. Don't get twisted. He is. I just thought we was doing a PC thing, bro.
No. Everyone's
we need to. You know what? Actually, sorry. This is another side forward. Now we talked about John Barnes, fam. We need to sign a petition to make sure he's not allowed to speak on black issues on television. We're signing petitions. We need to sign that petition.
I love all these news channels. Love having man on, bro. And I'm like, every time, man.
Because they know man's just gonna flat out deny racism, fam.
Yep.
They know who they're bringing on to talk about these subjects, man. It's no coincidence, man. All these other people, I can't even be bothered to bring up their names, bruv. They know they're bringing on people. They know who they're bringing on.
John Barnes moving like the English version of Uncle Ruckus, fam. Man, just
for real.
Talking rubbish, fam.
Get that nigga out of here.
And when he caught in the KKK outfit as well.
What?
Back in the day.
Nah, damn.
Yeah.
Where have you seen me?
Bro, I'm not gassing, bro. It's your Rangi and Tevin. It's your man them that said it, bruv. The goalie, bruv. He was like, we all went to
huh? The goalie, what do you mean goalie? Schmeichel.
The Zim goalie, bro. The one that was pissing on the thing. Yeah, he was
Bruce
like, he was like, we went to a fancy dress party and John Barnes came in a KKK outfit or something. Was it KKK? Bruv, let me bring it up. You man talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna bring it up and show it, bro.
Allegedly.
It's not alleged. He said it, bro.
Don't get us cancelled. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
That's right, boy. We gotta get man all the way out here. As the community, we need to get him out here, boy. Go on, Ranks, go on.
No, I was gonna say as a final, like, bro, if we want to really see real change in terms of after going further, it's got to be a thing where we're just gonna need more influence in the FA. Simple as, man. That's really what it is. Because at the end of the day, the harsher obviously sentences to these guys is not gonna happen unless we get more of these of people that look at us in the FA, bro. That's the only way it is.
No, I agree.
Unfortunately. So,
I got proof about it. Well, a kind of proof. So this is a Liverpool, yeah? Oh, wait, gone. Wait, one sec.
I know collections, bro.
One sec. I just clicked something by accident. Yeah. So this is Liverpool, yeah? A fancy dress.
Wow.
And as you can see in that corner, that's Mr. John Barnes. In the little, allegedly, in the little KKK outfit.
Boy.
Yeah, that's
sporting
mad. That's mad still.
Get me?
Done out here.
Nah, get him out of it.
Allegedly. I can't see his face.
No, but everything, if that's true, everything makes sense now. Nah, then everything he says makes sense. Then yeah. Like,
Dan doing revelations in here, fam.
Bro,
why did that not, like, was that a thing? Maybe
yeah.
I was young.
Well, maybe it's just a thing to me because no one else seems to know about it. So.
He ain't even that old, fam. Man was playing in the 80s.
No, the worst thing about John Barnes is the way the olders talk about him is like, bruv, he guy sounds like a baller, but I just can't give him the credit, bruv, with all the fucking that he's saying, bruv. He can't.
I could never sing that rap. I could never sing that rap again.
You can never make it here.
Nah, but nah, for me, I don't see the FA continuing for that long. Just going back to the topic. I can't see the FA keeping up for that long, but I think I'm impressed, a little bit impressed in the sense that it means nothing.
I'm not.
It means nothing, but having everyone's names on a t-shirt, that was a bit like, well, I don't like me watching Sheffield United and Aston Villa. There's some players I don't even know. I'm just like, well, I don't know who this guy is now. That from a football perspective, like I get that it's a Black Lives Matter, but that doesn't do anything for fans. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I don't need to know Sheffield United players. So.
Yeah, I don't need to know any.
But that doesn't do anything for the game. Do you know what I'm trying to say? A shirt doesn't do anything. And the fact that they were doing it pre-match, like there's anyone in the stadium. That's the other thing that had me spinning.
Yeah, but it's on TV. It's on TV. Though.
It's on TV.
Yeah, but they don't watch every single player of wearing it before the match. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I hear that, but
they don't.
The game. But one thing, I just had a brainstorm now. One thing I definitely do want to see, in Black History Month next year, man wants to see one game where everybody's got Black Lives Matter in the back.
Yeah.
Middle of the season, everyone, no names, just like we've done this year in this Corona thing. I want to see one game, everybody, Black Lives Matter. One weekend, everybody has it. Everybody. Then we go. That's a movement. That's how you follow up.
As an offshoot of that, Tevin, I think this Black History Month, we need to make it as blackity black as we going in. Like
it's true.
Hopefully they do. Hopefully they do.
Definitely. But
yeah, man, it's all down to us at the end of the day. We need to make sure that we're on their necks, because at the end of the day, this will stop unless if we stop, they're gonna stop, bro. Simple as. They're not gonna do anything about it. Whatever. We need to make sure that we're continuing this and we're on their necks constantly, bro. That's how we're gonna keep them on track.
The players, in terms of football, the players just need to really push it, bro. Because it's up to the players.
That's another thing, man. I think prominent Black players now, the same way we've seen Rashford stand up and do his bit for us feeding hungry children and stuff like that. All the Black players within the game actually need to come together, and they all need to start pushing as one. They need to all create a collective of them who are gonna come out and create like your own little. What's it called?
It's a union.
And be local. And it's not, I'm sure they one that's already existed or whatever, but them man are just in there or whatever. No, it's no more of that now, man. You man all have to come out and you all have to say your bit, do your bit, and do things in your communities and whatever. Not like, especially if the fact of just do things in your community. Stand up for Black teams, Black players, whatever. In your community.
They've supposedly had all these organizations kick racism out of football, give racism. They have these organizations for time, but they've been sleeping, bro. That's
the thing we used to get was that fucking say no to racism advert, that dead advert when everyone's speaking in their different language. Get out of here. Yeah, I need to see action.
Yes. It's action, bruv. All these campaigns don't mean nothing without action.
It's all gimmicks, bruv. It's all gimmicks.
Yeah. You reckon players will walk off the pitch, though?
They should.
They should. They should have been from ages ago. So I don't know. So this might be a turning point and makes it more acceptable. So maybe, but they should have been doing that for time.
That's the thing, though. That's the thing, because there was other players who spoke about saying they didn't want to come off, and you saw other people trying to drag them back on. I think now, if you see people walking off You can't argue with that. We've done all of this and we understand, and we've all been having this conversation. You can't now argue with it. That's the part. That's the part I have to feel about it. But then it's also the fact of like things. You guys remember what's his name? What's that guy's name? Griezmann. When he did the blackface.
Oh yeah, the blackface.
People forget about that, you know.
Let man run that again now. Let him run it again now.
Bro.
But things like that. I definitely think it's going to be important for black players within their teams to call out that banter or that lad culture or whatever it is. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know them jokes that people make behind closed doors that they think is funny.
Can't run.
Like, no,
can't run anymore.
That's
it can never run.
That's what's even fucked up, because that banter is, they call it lad culture, and it's not lad culture. My G, you're racist. Like
racism isn't banter, fam. It's not lad culture.
Yeah, like that's just like you're racist. So yeah, man.
Alright then, people. Thank you very much for clocking in. We hope you like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Most importantly, if you think, hey, these men are onto something here, they should probably continue. We're probably right. And if you're thinking, these men should have quit their day jobs, so what? We're the part-timers. Thank you very much.
Thanks,